Good morning. Welcome to your Monday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum here with some words of wisdom to get your day and your week off to a good start. And we finally changed decks. The universe has seen fit to bump us to a different deck, so we'll see what you think. But let's start, as always, with some nice deep belly breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Long, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shaking off the night a little bit, wiggling your shoulders, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Looking forward to a good Monday, a good week. Good morning, Abigail. Welcome. You're the first one popping on this morning. So just breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for the sunshine and the sunrise. Appreciate it. Looks like it's going to be a nice day here today. I think in the 40s, high 30s, early 40s. We'll see. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to whomever else has popped on. Someone's name isn't rolling, but there we go. Mary, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. And Gwen's here. Awesome. So everybody queuing up for a new day and a new card deck. We had some enjoyable cards with the Sacred Forest deck. Thank you for the coffee and the nice sunrise. Higher Intuitions deck by Christy Robinette and Johnny Gibson Bowman. This is one of the older decks I think I have. Let me see if I can see the date on this one. There it is. An 11-year-old deck, 2013. Good morning, Janine. Welcome. Good morning to anybody who snuck past me while I had my head stuck in the book. Good morning, Angie. Welcome, welcome. So Higher Intuitions, that's what we're working with today. And as you know, this card deck is set up so there's an animal spirit, and then it talks about the energy of that animal and how it fits with us. Good morning. Thank you for the sunshine. Love it, love it. And this particular card, I have a friend who reacts to the words on this card, and that's okay. That's okay. Because I think we can paint a picture. Good morning, Cindy. I knew you'd hiding in there somewhere. Good morning, Mel. Welcome. Glad you're here. I think we can paint a picture with this card that comes off somewhat differently than the words provoke reaction in us. Okay? So, Higher Intuitions deck, Christy Robinette, Johnny Gibson Bowman. Here's our card, the lion roaring, and it says, be strong. Be strong. And again, those words are a trigger to Diane. She's not happy about those words, but let's unpack it a little bit and see what we get. All right. Welcome to anybody else who popped on who I didn't mention by name. Look at the strength in that lion and look at that beautiful sun in the background. Nice reflection there. All right. So let's see what it has to say. And I can't tell you, these are teeny tiny little words. And I'm looking I'm like, I gotta adjust the light. Maybe I need to adjust the glasses. We'll see. Lion, be strong. Keywords are strength, pride, moving on. The quote is by A.A. Milne of Winnie the Pooh fame. It says, promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe and stronger than you seem and smarter than you think. Basically, they're go, be, do, rise up. You've got more steam than you think you do. The lion's presence itself can draw fear among his peers. Even when he doesn't feel strong, he is perceived as such, and he reminds you that you too are just as strong. With all that you are experiencing in your life, it is time to embrace your own strength, always and forever. It is time for you to let go of the things that can no longer be fixed. Trash is trash. Only keep around that which is worth collecting. Good morning, Joniel. Glad you are here. Our card for today is Lion. Be strong. Only keep around that which is worth collecting. If you have to force a situation into the way that you want it, you only make it worse. And the knowledge that it isn't yours needs to be seen. Holding on can make you brave, but moving on makes you strong. Holding on can make you brave, but moving on can make you strong. Lion may also be telling you that it is time for you to see your physician and then begin an exercise program to help build your body strength. And so that's kind of the piece I want to pick up on and run with. Hang on, I got an itch. When I opened up my Facebook for today, there was a message there from someone I know from the UP, and she was basically saying, enjoy your visit to the UP, and had I heard that she had fallen against her stairs going up into her house and broken her ankle. And so she was asking for some resources. Good morning, Sissy. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. She was asking for some resources for how to deal with suddenly being differently abled. When you've got a broken ankle, you're not doing all the same stuff that you do when you're flying around like a maniac, right? So she wanted some assistance in dealing with the mental and emotional adjustment to a broken ankle, and the fact that there's going to be a period of time here where she can't do what she typically would do. So she asked in a little more specific way, how do I deal with aging? I took it broader because we always, thank you, Cindy, for posting that. I appreciate it. I put it a little broader because there's more circumstances that we bump up against than just broken bones, and just aging, whatever the hell that is, right? So how do we adjust to life's changes, especially changes we're not particularly fond with? So new neighbors move in next door and they're loud or they're messy or they're whatever. Or you get a new coworker and that person just isn't your cup of tea, or whatever it is, something in your health goes downhill and it's what you have to cope with. So what I recommended for her was Loving What Is by Byron Katie, the tappingsolution.com, because we all know that tapping helps immensely. And what was my third recommendation? Oh, Insight Timer, the app on your phone that's free that has all manner of courses, meditative things, etc. Some of the stuff is free, some of the stuff you buy, but nonetheless, with all of these, I think there's enough free stuff available that you can meet your needs in terms of adjusting to world changes, adjusting to inner changes. Yes, yes. Thank you, Rayford, I appreciate your 2 cents worth. So now, for all of us, what's something right now that you've been avoiding adjusting to? Gotcha. Ooh, all right, you got it. So everybody, let's send up some prayers for Jo Neal. A bone marrow biopsy. Yes, girl, yes. And regardless of the outcome, this card fits. You are strong, you are brave. It does not mean you don't get to feel whatever you feel about whatever the results are. It might be massive relief, or it might be some fear, it might be anger, whatever it is. And how many of us here have experience with that process? Good morning, Donine. Welcome. Glad you're here. So again, my idea of be strong is not that we're impervious to everything, not that we're the Arnold Schwarzenegger of emotions. No, it's that we feel deeply, but we navigate, we move our way through it. We do what we need to do. We have a white hot pity party, and then we figure out, okay, now dust myself off. Where am I going next? How do I want to feel about this? What mindset am I going to choose about this? Thank you, Mary, for prayers for Jo Neal. Appreciated. And you get this. You've got a grandson who's gone to hell and back with this stuff. So how do we step into grace? How do we step into grace with the things that happen in our life that are shitty? And I used to argue with God about this. Here we are, we're just walking through our life, and then something crappy happens, a car accident, whatever it is, a diagnosis, whatever. What the hell's that about? My sense over the years is those obstacles. Remember, we've been talking about obstacles being opportunities in disguise. How do we take those opportunities and sharpen our skills on them? How do we use them as the things that hone us into the human beings we're supposed to be, right? I can't tell you, the people who go through life without having much in the line of challenges do not tend to be strong people. They don't have any practice bumping up against a seeming obstacle and figuring out, what am I going to do about this? What are my options? How do I want to think about this? How do I want to feel about this? How do I want to, especially for women, take impeccably good care of myself during this, right? So that seems to be something that right now, again, we're in tumultuous times. We're in uproar and upheaval. But it's that Kali energy. If you aren't familiar with Kali, look her up. Kali. She's a goddess of seeming destruction. But the things she destroys are opening doors for the new. So if we get a little too, there we go. Good. Glad to hear it. If we get too calcified in our belief systems, no, it has to go this way, it's always gone this way, needs to go this way, continue. If we get too calcified in that stuff and we're not chipping away that calcification, the universe will provide the opportunities to chip away that calcification. So we figure out, how are we going to deal with this, whatever it is we're dealing with. So I'm dealing with my 89-year-old father. Some of you are dealing with children who have, young adult children who have drug and alcohol issues. Some of you are dealing with spouses, maybe a gambling addiction. We're dealing with job loss. We're dealing with financial issues. We're dealing with all manner of stuff that is difficult, on purpose, difficult, to help us learn what we are capable of, to help us rise up in the difficulties. I mean, I think about Navalny's wife getting up and speaking the day after he's murdered. That is a strong woman. Is she grieving? Absolutely, she's grieving. Is she doing with her grief something that's going to mobilize energy? You betcha. You betcha. Does that mean we can't have our white hot pity party? No, of course we can. This sucks. It shouldn't be this way. I can't stand this. I might as well give up. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully it lasts for about 3.2 minutes. Then you're done. Doesn't mean you don't periodically go back into this really sucks. Acknowledge the suckiness, but rise up. Rise up into who you are, who you're meant to be. That doesn't mean you don't get support from others. That doesn't mean you don't have bad moments with whatever's going on in your life. But it also means that you tap into that strength. The shitty thing that's happening cracks you open so that that strength can shine through. I've got a, good morning, Noel, glad you're here. I've got a thing on my phone from Rebecca Campbell, who, if you're not familiar with her, Google her too. She's got great stuff. But it's a letter to light workers. And she goes through all this stuff about how really you picked your parents. And if they weren't the greatest parents, you picked them for a reason. And there were things you were meant to learn from the not goodness of that. Good morning, good morning. So, and the same for all the other things that happen in our life. Come at it from the perspective of we've co-created this with the universe. So if we've called in a health condition, we've called it in for a reason. What is it trying to tell us? And that messenger, when we get the message and we make some changes and we do some things differently, that messenger can go away, Does that always mean that an illness remits? No, it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes we can be healed and not cured. And if that illness, disease, whatever it is meant to walk with you for the duration of this lifespan, it's meant to walk with you for the duration of this lifespan. Be a good student. Be a good student of that illness. Be a good student of whatever your difficulties are. I could be railing against what I'm living with at the moment. Doesn't help, doesn't change it. In fact, sometimes that can be harmful. But if I embrace, here's where I am, here's where I'm choosing to be, here's what I am learning, Here's what this is designed to teach me. Get out of yourself, Bonnie, and do for others, and be present, and take good care of yourself in the process of doing for others. That put on your own oxygen mask and then assist others, right? So that was my weekend. I went to the UP. I had awesome stuff. I had a raindrop massage. I had a sound healing. Got to hang out with great friends. Got to eat fabulous food. Filled my tanks up. So today I feel ready to step back into my life and deal. I can do this. I've got 2 meetings today that are likely to be pretty interesting. I can do this however they go. It's not my job to control how they go. They're going to do what they're going to do. Those meetings are going to flow however they're going to flow. As a reminder of how I want to be in those meetings, I put on my Mr. Rogers sweater. It's got the zipper front. It's my Mr. Rogers sweater. It's to put me in that frame of mind of, I want to flow with this. However this is going to be. I want to stay calm. I want to be that curious observer. Isn't this interesting? Look how this person and this person are getting so upset with each other, and it's not mine to deal. If they ask for assistance in terms of help us navigate this, fine. If not, fine. Okay? So, how do we be strong in the face of adversity? And again, that doesn't mean stoic and I can't ever show my emotions. It means I get knocked down by something, I get back up again. I get knocked down by something, I cry a little bit, I get back up again. I get knocked down by something, I'm madder than hell, I get back up again. Whatever it is, acknowledging what I feel, allowing it to be, moving forward anyway. So I love that word anyway. Do it anyway. So let me find my little card here. Here we go. Move ahead anyway. The soul knows the way through. Move ahead anyway. The soul knows the way through. Take your next step. Take your next step in faith. Okay? Have an awesome Monday. Keep us in the loop, Jonelle, in terms of what you find out. We're all sending up good juju prayers, good energy for you. Have an awesome day, people. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.